First of all, affluent Indians are a very, very important customer segment for financial services by a simple proposition that they hold money in greater quantity. Their needs are also more sophisticated than the entry level customers. Both on the credit side as well as on the liability side, they have a larger pool of money to invest. So that's why their needs are much more nuanced. Now, given the level of penetration for financial services, especially in this segment, okay, compared to the rest of the country, is fairly high, and hence the only way one can get into penetrating this segment would be to differentiate itself.
Yeah.
And differentiating, in a financial service category is primarily built around customer service, customer experience, because this segment will typically have access to most of the features which anyone would build. All the banks, all the other financial service partner companies would be approaching them. So it's very easy to copy the features and things like that. So the long-term differentiation can be built around customer service, and now which has a new dimension called like customer experience, which is where I see that fintechs, because they are usually much more dynamic and iterative in terms of improving the customer experience in the front end. That's probably could be a good starting point for a fintech to focus on when they want to penetrate in this customer segment. When it comes to affluent segment, just offering good customer experience doesn't help.
Yeah.
For example, a lot of entry level customers, this is good enough, because anyway, when it comes to pricing or lots of other features, they get more or less vanilla product for banks. But these customer segments are used to get very good quality service, and they get cheaper rates on loans, higher rates on deposits. They get lots of features available,
Yeah.
through the branch network and things like that. So it is expected that these become hygiene for segment. Just because you are a fintech and you're offering a better customer experience, you can't say fine. I'm going to give you a personal loan at 300 basis point, 200 basis point higher than what you would get otherwise. This segment won't do that because their financial needs are much more evolved. Like, of course, they most of these customer segment is also very, I would say, digital savvy. And I'll tell you, there is a nuance here is that the way overall GDP is growing in India and the wealth creation is happening all across, the current set of wealth customers did not inherit the wealth. What
Yeah.
a lot of us believe, they have built
True.
wealth through ESOPs. They built
Yeah.
wealth through, let's say, very at a very young age, or they are the second generation or the third generation of the wealth individuals who have actually are in that age group. And
Yeah.
the internet and mobile is like a horizontal play. It cut across everything. So
Yeah.
yeah, probably one call center is better than the other call center, but you don't want to call the call center. So
Yeah.
that is becomes like a starting point for many of these customers. So what I made the point is that just offering customer experience is not good enough. That could be a differentiating factor, but the expectation is that you do meet my hygiene requirements. These customer segment value brand and trust a lot because the value at risk is higher. Okay. And now for a new age technology company, all of us are still building brand. A brand gets built over a period of time. So a lot of us are trying a partnership route where we partner with, let's say, a traditional bank, which brings the strong balance sheet, a long legacy of brand, distribution reach, and things like that. A brand which has been around for many years. And then you have a partnership from a new age technology company who has built full stack product to offer a digitized customer experience. So I think this has been the route many of us are taking. Not only us, we have taken anyway. Our product required that, but many other fintechs are also taking this route because in this case, the customer gets benefit of both. They get a strong brand to associate with, a digitized customer experience. But one thing which is actually emerging, it's very early days, is that what we are seeing that customization, or rather a better way to call it, a personalization, is also coming up as a good theme. Companies which are building deep technology stack can actually ride on that with the clarity around data coming in due to the bill. We strongly believe that most of the fintechs, because usually they have much better technology stack because they built it in house, will be able to utilize this data to offer customer experience which is much more personalized. And the context is that if you look at the non-financial services industry, whether it is entertainment, commerce, ride, mobility, everywhere Indian consumer is exposed to very high quality digital experience, because you got all the biggies here, right, from Amazon, Uber, and you also have a local brands competing against them at peer to peer basis. So Indian, I would say, consumer app experience is quite evolved. So naturally their expectation in financial services also becomes that. But I think, just to give a straight answer, most of us are riding on partnership approach to build a strong recall in the brand over a period of time. Of course, we have to make sure that our own brand stands on its feet, and that's what we are building on. And in our category, credit card is a highly engaging category, because the touch points are too many. The brand gets built on solving customer issues and customer experience each time and every time, and that's what I keep telling my team. It's not one time; it's each time, every time. And it's a journey. We are solving that because we are a homegrown stack built in house. It just becomes easier for us to solve.